He belongs to the pre- and post-independent African writers with a pan-African mindset and ideology at variance with the norms and values of modern-day politics and political systems that denigrate African cultures. When he touched down at the Banjul International Airport on Friday evening for the first time in the Smiling Coast after his invitation by the organizers of the Mboka Festival of Arts to participate in the festival, the professor of African literature did not mince his words when he described himself as Africa's language warrior.
In every African country, which everybody should be able to speak their mother tongue, be able to write their mother tongue, be able to read with their mother tongue, then if possible know one or two other African languages within their own country, and then add English or French or any other language, okay? So we start with ours first, we go on adding, we become more powerful. But if you start with somebody else's, that's like being an outsider to your own house, right? All right, let me put it this way. This is how I phrase it. If you know all the languages of the world and you don't know your mother tongue or the language of your culture, that is enslavement.
His ideology as regards this resource-rich continent had for a very long time been shaped by events, political and economic circumstances such as the Mau Mau uprising in Kenya during and after Kenya gained independence in the 1960s from Great Britain. He still says without any misgivings that Africa is a continent to be reckoned with.
In Africa, we need to control our own resources, okay? We need to control our oil, our gold, our diamonds, because Africa is the richest continent. So Africa has always been a donor to the West. Africa always gives to the West, right? So we want a situation where African people can make things with their own resources and then exchange with the world on the basis of equal give and equal receive, okay? Yeah, and literature and writing should reflect that self-confidence in ourselves.
Dividing his precious time between Africa and the West, lecturing and taking part in stimulating intellectual intercourse, Professor Thiong'o said despite the challenges, he still believes the new generation of African writers will take the struggle to higher heights.
So we need government, positive government policies, we need positive publishers and writers with a positive attitude towards African languages. If we have those combinations, there's nothing we cannot do in Africa.
On the flip side, Professor Thiong'o's strong views has caused him trouble and consternation in his native Kenya. He endured arrests and detentions for his sharp criticisms of post-colonial misrule and his pioneering stance in defending indigenous African languages. Ebrima Baldeh, GRTS News.